our weekly calendars. Oh yeah, closed session. For open session, that leaves nothing but the calendars. Since you already spoke up, Supervisor Green.
No pressure there. Speaking of housing for people in need, looks like shelter Zoom tomorrow for our Hamilton shelter in North Lakeport. Also tomorrow afternoon, let me see, I believe it's from 5 to 8 p.m. at Clear Lake State Park. They are having a drop-in workshop at the Visitor Center, so if you haven't been to Clear Lake State Park recently, they are doing a general plan update of their own, similar to our general plan and area plan updates. So if you love Clear Lake State Park, or you just want an excuse to drive in and actually get to the Visitor Center without paying a fee, tomorrow would be a great time to do that from 5 to 8, see what they're up to out there. And I have something on Friday that doesn't appear to be relevant. And then next Monday, Scotts Valley Community Advisory Council. I did want to mention I went to a Big Valley Advisory Council meeting last week, and it was very well attended, and I thought their process worked in a good way. And speaking of last week, big shout out to Water Resources again. The Clear Lake Integrated Science Symposium was 2 days of data-driven goodness, and also lots of networking opportunities. And of course, Friday evening we saw the debut of the movie Big Lake, Big Science, and the Science Slam. And it was a really well attended, really well organized event. And I just want to do a shout out, not just to Water Resources for all their hard work, but for all the partner agencies that came together. Good times.
Thank you very much. Supervisor Simon?
Board meeting today, finishing up. Tomorrow there is a debate in my district for District 1 down at the Lower Lake Action Committee Group. We'll be attending that in the evening. 6 p.m. Moving through the rest of the week, got a CAO. Is that going to be with you, Stephen, or Susan will be back?
To be determined, hopefully.
To be determined. All right. Well, we got our communications going good, so, all right, excellent. And then I was unable to attend the RA yesterday. Supervisor Pyska, thank you very much for always picking that up, but I had some unexpected stuff I had to deal with, so did do that. I was unable to attend yesterday. Friday night, you have the Jamboree, so the local high schools are kicking off their football programs, which is nice, be held in Middletown. And then this weekend, too, the Pop Warner, second week for the little guys running around doing their things and the cheerleaders. So I was excited to see that. And then just the last weekend, too, was the soccer big kickoff, man. What an event. It was really neat. Looked more like a farmer's market and celebration, which was pretty neat down there in the Middletown area. So I'll be back on Tuesday, the 27th for our meeting here. And yeah, that's it.
Thank you very much. Supervisor Pyska?
Yeah, last week I had the quarterly meeting, which isn't quite quarterly anymore, with PG&E, with RCRC and CSAC. I'm hoping that they will come here soon and do a presentation on utility bills. We had a long conversation about that, so they say they will. We have a lot of conversations, though, to have locally. And then the RA meeting yesterday was a good one. A lot of updates, but the Julia Sullivan is the new executive director for the RCD and the Fire Safe Council, which is a really big deal because we've been working on capacity building for a long time. So that was the biggest thing that happened yesterday. And then today, if we're out by 4 o'clock, which looks like we will, have a special NCO board meeting. And then tomorrow, there's another NCO board meeting, which I don't know if I can really make that. That's 4 hours in the afternoon. And I think I have another 1 o'clock for the biomass project. And then Thursday, ARPA meeting in the morning, and the RRA Grants Best Fit meeting is back. And Friday, Resilient Hub Work Group, Tree Mortality, and meeting with a constituent. And Saturday is the Blackberry Cobbler Festival. It's also the Scotts Valley Big Time, but I don't think I'll be able to do both. But it sounds like you will.
Yeah.
You'll have to say hi to everybody if you're driving through. And then my meeting with CAO whoever on Monday.
Yeah, Saturday, Red Hills.
Vice Chair Crandall.
Yeah.
So just highlight the symposium last week, which went really well. It was really awesome to see all of the different agencies, county, tribes, and state agencies, nonprofits, NGOs, the community in general come together and have this event. Sam, great job with the Hobbiton movie. It provided a really good education session for people. I know a lot of times when you get out in the public or you go places, you hear people ask questions about the lake and, what's going on with it. You had mentioned also the whole situation with NASA and all of that. And so people get these articles and these things and they don't, this video, this movie answers some of those questions and puts people in a different mode where they can understand that somehow they can collaborate with that or get in further dialogue to how we can truly heal this lake. So I think it was a really wonderful event, and just other discussions on how to tend to the land and all of those endangered species, talking about different birds, different landscapes. It just was really great to have. And, was it 15 years they said or 25 years? So yeah, we definitely have to make sure it happens again. Tomorrow I have the Worth meeting. I'm meeting with special districts as well. Thursday, Clear Lake Oaks. I'll be in Clear Lake Oaks with a couple of folks over there with some issues, and meeting with the SLR, the contract that we went forward with to do the Scott Dam situation. And I have some meetings in Lakeport on Friday as well. Meeting on Monday with CAO or ACAOs, or one of the other, and then back here Tuesday. That's it.
All right, thank you. For tomorrow, I'm starting with Lakeport Shelter update, as Supervisor Green mentioned. I believe there's a chiefs meeting going on that day as well. I'll have to figure out where they are this time. They're only meeting every 2 months now, not every month. I will also be at the Candidates Forum in Lower Lake. Peg was invited, but Peg will be at the Western Region Town Hall, and so I have been asked to be the videographer. So I will be there for that. Very interested in listening as well. On Thursday, an ARPA meeting, meeting with the city of Clear Lake, that kickoff meeting with SLR regarding Scotts Dam and the study that we approved moving forward with, and then meeting with Lake County Community Foundation regarding the Food Policy Council later on that evening or afternoon. Friday, looking at Hope Rising meeting with Sutter to discuss some of the shelter status and how we can better collaborate together on that. And then we'll be discussing the pit count with Ms. Katie Ray to make sure that we follow up on what we did last year and ensuring that we are inclusive of all of the tribes and getting those that are experiencing homelessness counted and doing that in the best and most appropriate ways. And on the 24th, I'll be in Austin Park where they'll be playing American Graffiti and having a car show. And then coming back here on Monday, meeting with CAO Parker and getting ready for our 27th meeting. And that is all for me.
Mr. Chair, I did miss something, and I just want to make a comment, and maybe it was made last week, but,
Oh, it's not done.
sorry, a lot of schools are back in session. Just community advice, please slow down around the schools, pay attention to the crosswalks, be coherent to where you are, especially with the kids going back to school. I think just real important. We're all so busy and moving so quickly, but man, some of our schools are in challenging areas, so please slow down around the schools, especially in my district. Seems like we built them on the road. We got a lot of work to do, but just be be aware of where you are, at what time it is a day, not only in the morning, but in the afternoons when you're going home. Just wanted to kind of do a public announcement. And then forgot to announce that I will be meeting with our new representative, Matt Barnes from UCCE, and the leadership and HERC beneficial burning and land stewardship candidate on Friday, and do a little tour. So I forgot to mention that.
And just to add to your comment about the schools, I think that a couple of our school districts are in the midst of construction as well, which adds to some of the situations of drop-off and pickup.
Yeah.
That makes things a little bit more difficult. I know that I've been going to Lower Lake High School every day, and it's a new way of dropping off that I've never experienced before. So leave early and make sure you have time. There is one, before I add
If I
my-
can add on to that, not just the furball at the schools, but school buses. When those flashing red lights are there, it is not an invitation to speed around them. And I know that's a perennial problem here in Lakeport. So please, if you see a school bus and they're out there with the little crossing sign, or you see the flashing red lights, that still means something. So please observe that.
You mean stop means stop? I just wanted to make sure that the rest of the board was aware that next week on the 28th, 29th, it's Thursday, right? Or is it Wednesday? Wednesday, the 28th. I'm so sorry, because Thursday's the Board of Directors meeting. CSAC has asked to come and visit Lake County. So Bruce Gibson, who is the current president of CSAC from San Luis Obispo, is going to be coming up with Chastity. I don't know if there will be other staff. I've been working with admin staff to organize an agenda, and I've invited Supervisor Pyska to be a part of it, as she is a representative of Lake County at CSAC. And I also invited Vice Chair Crandall, since he is the vice chair, to also talk about some of the projects that we're working on. I think next week I will bring and let everybody know what our, not agenda, but what topics we'll be touching on. We're going to finalize that. We're probably pretty close to completely done. But I thought it was a great opportunity to exemplify all the work that we're doing here in Lake County and make sure that CSAC leadership goes back and understands exactly what it is we're trying to get accomplished, what our struggles are, and how they might be able to assist us to better be successful. So appreciate staff's help on this, appreciate the other supervisors being available and wanting to participate, but I'm excited about the visit and just wanted to make sure the rest of the board was in the know that that was working. That was being put in place.